Hey YouTubers, welcome to my channel. I am going to be sharing a part of my writing process. One of the things for me, after I get over my writer's block, every book I write, I always go through a moment of writer's block, right? I think we all do. But once I come out of that, the book is finished. And sometimes as I'm writing the book, I'll be sending parts of it, like if it's a book by parts or a book by chapters, I'll send a couple chapters after I write them to an editor. That pretty much speeds up my writing process, because I know that if an editor is working on it, I'm not going to procrastinate, not going to lag. And then, too, it's good to have multiple eyes on what you're writing. So, there have been times when, and actually for a book that I'm working on now, Prayer 101, I'm thinking about having than uh, more than two editors. But that's just because I'm just a stickler for having, I can't stand when books are not written well. And written well in the sense of I don't like grammatical errors and things of that nature. I'm sorry, y'all can see the light through my glasses, but it's okay. I need them right now. Anyway, so this is, some people wouldn't believe that I have so many errors in my book because people send me their books to edit, but it's different when you're writing. And a lot of times when I'm typing, I'm just going for it. And I don't always read back over my own stuff because I know what I mean. And so I'll send it to them and then I'll correct what I meant once they send it back to me. But this is, track uh, track corrections, track changes. And so my editor sends me back with their suggestions on what I need to fix, and they'll show me my errors. And it's pretty cool. But my advice to you would be to edit, 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 edit. Read over it, revise it, proofread, proofread, proofread. No matter how good your story is, if it's full of errors, nobody really cares to read it. It takes the attention off of your author, but my writing process and the difficult part, I believe, well, it's not difficult, but going back, once I receive the corrections, going back and putting the corrections in. Sometimes, well, I personally go back and put the corrections in. Sometimes you can receive a clean edit and it'll have all the corrections in it. But it's not that I don't trust my editors, it's just that I like to be a very active participant of what I'm putting out there. So I'll go back and change, or sometimes I'll reword things, sometimes I'll rewrite things. So that's what I'm doing. That's part of my process. So if you're writing a book, I encourage you to stick with it. Make sure you get it edited, edited, edited professionally. And you don't have to spend a lot of money to do it. And you can even get a professional editor and then find a family member who, reads, is an avid reader. Um, find a friend who's an avid reader and just have them read over it and be like, hey, naturally, if they're avid readers, naturally they're going to see mistakes. You're like, oh, I saw this in your book, in your manuscript. So you may want to change that. But ask them to read it with the intent to give you feedback, with the intent to tell you about the flow. It's always good to get different opinions about the book and not just people who just love you so much. So that's the purpose of a professional person who is objective. They have no, they're not one of your fans, but they're going to give you an honest assessment on your book. So thank you for tuning in on my channel.